that.
Yo, I think we are live. What's going on?
Hello.
We have a special one tonight. Isn't it Thursday?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Kind of flew by.
Yeah. It is Thursday the 23rd.
Yeah, but yeah. So with Fusha's birthday, hang on there. Be careful.
It's okay. I got it.
You sure?
Yes.
I asked you if you wanted to just kind of start opening it, like pre-open it. I mean, not see what's in it, obviously, but
I've just been super stoked to find out what's in it, so I'm like eager. That's what I am.
I know you are.
Yeah.
So yeah, with her birthday,
Saturday.
Yeah. Matt, the boy who had 7, who's joining us here, is had
sent us an AOK.
Yeah, and while I know what hers is, I also don't know
what's all in here.
Yeah, some of the other stuff, and then because I was at work today and she got the mail, so she's been working from home, and there was another one from Slab Heroes that I have no clue what it could be. So.
I love when you get boxes in and you don't know, like you don't remember, so now you're excited again, you know?
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. So I thought it was something else that he recently ordered, and then when I told him, I was like, "We got both boxes here." He's like, "Wait, is that Slab Heroes?" It's like, "Yeah."
Mm-hmm.
He's like, "That's not one that I recently ordered." I'm like, "What do you mean? When did you order this? Like, what could it be?"
I mean, I had gotten some stuff from them. I remember I got a few different ones like last year at some point last year.
I guess we'll find out. We're going to find out together. I do want to thank Mr. Darrell and Super Russ for being here with us. Thanks for joining us. Super Russ, I hope your dad is okay. Sending my prayers.
Yeah.
I hope everything's okay with your dad. And hello, Mr. Darrell. Hello.
What's up, guys?
What?
There's a slab in here.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so there must be a lot of stuff I don't know then.
No,
Maybe
so there's one gift for each of you guys, and there's a gift that I'll have you guys open later on that's just like from my heart to you, you know? So
later on, like off stream, or
just you guys can just open it off stream and read it and stuff.
Okay. And that's probably I'm gonna make sure that we don't.
I think I marked it pretty well.
Okay.
So,
I think so.
So the slab is for Solgr, and the box in there, the Gemini mailer, is for Fusha.
Okay. So you got 2 slabs, possibly. I would assume.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that.
Yeah, I'm gonna guess this one's for you.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh my hell.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God. I didn't know that this was the slabbed one.
Yeah, and look at the label too.
And the label too.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Aren't those labels awesome?
Yeah, I've never seen him in person yet.
That is, you are so kind.
Oh my God.
So I saw him on Instagram post his want list.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh, I got an extra one of those. I'm sending it now."
Yeah, this really was like, I was like, I mean, because I never really seen anyone do it. I was like, is it crazy, you know, that near the top of my 2020 list is a facsimile, you know, like.
Yeah.
It's really not all that crazy, because I mean, some facsimiles, it's just that's a good way to get the facsimile.
Well, look behind me. Like I've got all my facsimiles right here, you know. So.
Oh yeah.
100% cool with that.
Oh yeah. Oh my God, yeah, and like I told Matt, like especially with this book, because this book you normally just don't see, like high grade or even mid grade sometimes. Like
I don't even know if a 9.8 exists in that book.
I don't know. Yeah,
and then that black rubber is for his it's for to put it around the slab just in case.
Oh really?
Yeah. So it's like a slab protector.
Okay, yeah. I've never even seen these, really.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Oh, that's cool.
Like if you say you drop it and stuff and the rubber's around it, it'll just like
Right. Yeah.
helps protect it. Yeah, that's awesome.
Oh, that's so dope.
You were so kind.
Oh my god!
You were
Thank you so
just
much. I didn't.
one of a kind for sure.
Yeah, I wasn't figuring that it was slabbed, and especially with the label too.
That is so awesome.
God, those labels are crazy.
Yeah, I got it. I got it in from Slab Heroes actually.
Oh,
No.
really?
Yeah, and
That's funny.
imagine you get the same thing in right now.
Oh my god! Yeah, I'm pretty sure I didn't buy it at any point. So
Okay, cool.
Well, I guess we'll find out.
I'm pretty.
That is so
sure I did.
awesome. That is just awesome.
And if by some slim chance I did, I'll AOK the one that I bought from the other one. Like this one I would keep obviously, and then I'd AOK the other one to someone who needs it for sure.
Of course, 9.8 by
Of
none
course,
other.
Yeah, right.
You know it. You know it.
So I want to know what's in here. For Fusha, happy B-day. I can't believe I'm going to be 31. Like, how am I still alive? I don't know. I really don't know.
I'll tell you this. I really, really, really like was so close to sending you my Catwoman 1 and a 9.8. Like I was so close to sending that, but I'm like, you know what? Like Solgr got you the 9.6, you know, and you have it. You have a whole bunch of them raw, right?
Yeah.
Still, I'm like, eventually when she feels like upgrading her 9.6 that she already has, like she'll do that, you know. So
Exactly.
And I also messaged your hubby a few times. I'm like, dude, what do you think? And he helped me kind of make the decision. So I hope what I sent you, I hope you really like it. What's up, Aggressively Relaxing?
I'm sure I will. Hey, Aggressively Relaxing, thanks for joining us.
Yeah,
I'm sure I will. Yeah, because like when we went on that sale where I got that second raw Catwoman #1, I got it raw for like $1 because it was a sale.
Yeah.
Or it was like $1 comics, and I came across it and I couldn't believe it. And you oh my goodness, I love it. I love it so much.
Wasn't that on your want list for the year too?
Yeah, it was on my 2020 hunt list.
It was probably pretty high on your list too. I would definitely say.
It's been high on my want list because he actually sacrificed some books one time when we were hunting and got me at Scott Lang's first appearance, and I've been wanting this one for a while because I love Scott Lang and Ant-Man.
And then remember at our LCS we got his the book right after that one.
Yeah,
it's his second appearance as Ant-Man.
Oh my god! Thank you so much, Matt.
That's
it. Mike, check out the condition on that thing too.
That's what I was just looking at. Like,
it is ridiculous.
That is.
There's one flaw that I could find on the whole book. Like,
it's in excellent condition. Like it's almost unbelievable.
You might have to send that one to CGC when you send the Catwoman, or it's the Lois Lane, but with the
that is in really good condition. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, I've been wanting this book for a while, and it's like I even saw Rob Worst posted his, and I'm like, I want that book. Someday I'll get it. And
it's an awesome cover too. I've always liked the cover, and
it is an awesome cover. It's wow.
And the funny thing I told Matt too when he sent me a picture of it. It's an April book too.
It is an April book. Birthday month. Yeah. Oh my god, thank you so much.
Oh, for sure, guys. For sure.
You're just the kindest, most generous person I have ever met. Like, for real. You were like the king of AOKs in the community, I have to say. Like,
thank you.
Cobra.
Oh my god, thank you so much.
Yeah, it's so easy, like you guys like have a special place in my heart, and it's like so easy to be able to just say, okay, I'm sending this from my heart, and for my collection, and it just makes me happy, So
I think I haven't even seen what the other book is, and this one's already the first.
Oh, there's another one in there too.
Yeah, it's face down, so I haven't seen what it is yet.
Oh, you guys, this one's for both of you guys because now you can read it. So check it out.
All right, so there's Ant-Man, and then are you ready?
Yeah, I don't know what that one is.
Let's see what this one is.
Oh. There we go.
You got the raw
Nice.
copy.
Oh my heck.
That's so awesome.
That's
Even
so
got a reader
funny.
copy.
So yeah, that's right. You got the reader copy, which actually, if you sent it in, it'd probably be another 9.8.
It probably would.
I don't doubt
bet,
that.
yeah.
I don't doubt that with your like,
Heck, this
Hey Kinchun, thanks for joining us.
this Premiere 47. Holy cow.
Yeah, the only flaw I can see is the one at the top left corner. Like there's just like a little nick right there, you know. But other than that, it's flawless. It's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, it is. It is like it is such good condition.
That's crazy.
If I ever get up the nerve to send in my Lois Lane first Silver Age Catwoman to CGC, this one's going with it.
Because we've still never done our own, like, we have a bunch of slabs. We've never done our, like, send our own.
I can't believe I actually
own. You should send them to DS first, like DS Comics.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
He'll press them, clean them, and then he'll tell you after he does that what he thinks they'll come out as, and then you could be like, okay, it's worth it, you know?
Yeah.
I've seen a few of his unboxings where he's getting the slabs back and he's thinking he has like a good what he estimated it would come back at, and more often it actually does come back at what he says.
Yeah.
On what he's doing. So
he's usually on. It's very rare he's not.
Yeah. No.
So Kachung says there's no 9.8 AF15. So I mean, you got an AF15 and the 9.8, man.
Right? there appear to be 7 9.6s, but 3 are purple label restored or whatever. Restored, yeah.
I can't believe it. Like,
I couldn't think of the word.
It's Scott Lang. It's Ant-Man. I have 2 Ant-Man shirts.
Ant-Man's another one of your favorite characters.
Yeah, he's on my top 5 because of course it's Selena Kyle and Oliver Queen and some of the DC ones, but Ant-Man's definitely one of my favorite Marvels.
Yeah, he would be one of your favorite Marvel.
I can't believe I own this book. Like, I am still just so baffled. Oh my god, thank you so much, Matt.
Oh, happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Yeah, so Solgr, I mean, when he posted, like, this is my want list, I had been wanting to get you guys an AOK since Christmas, right?
Right.
So I was like, that was such a cool time, and I want to hook them up. And I kept thinking, okay, I'm going to get her this or get her that. I'll show you books I actually bought to give to you, and then you got them.
And then we got them?
Yeah, she picked them up, so.
I wonder what. Oh, I might have some ideas.
That's pretty funny.
So I got these. I got them at the LCS, and I'm like, okay, cool. I'm gonna give these to Fusha, and then you go and get them like the same week and show them off. I was like, okay,
I didn't know that. That's funny.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, because it's always on my hunt. Like the Black Cats usually has a good selection of Green Arrow, and I mean it's a really good read.
Yeah. No, I'm totally stoked to read it. So
yeah.
But so I was like, okay, I need to figure something out. And then when Solgr's like, this is on my list. I know it's kind of weird that I want a facsimile, but I do. And I'm like, I got one. Like I have 2 of them. Okay. Like it's totally going to him. And then I'm like, perfect. I'll get her something. And
I love those facsimiles. I really do. I have the Poison Ivy facsimile one, and I love the facsimiles. And we even have a Green Lantern facsimile too. They're incredible. It's like the only difference is the price on them, but it's so cool to get those books that are so hard to find sometimes.
Yeah, they do like such perfect recreations, and
they're so generous. I still can't believe it.
I know that one's so damn clean. It almost like it's a facsimile.
It is super clean. I mean, like it is just clean.
Hey NYC.
Hey, Kavi, thanks for joining us.
All right, I could see the cover that it is, and I don't remember getting this.
Thank you. Yeah, I know. I don't know how I'm turning 31. I can't believe it's already my birthday here on Saturday. And I didn't mean to confuse everybody in John's chat when they were doing a stream, because it's that, that's what it is.
So I guess I ordered a
but it was
version of this.
The one that's going on this weekend.
Mainframe Comic Con.
Yeah. Yes. They were advertising for Mainframe, and I'm like, oh, that's going to be on my birthday. So even though my birthday's during this whole quarantine thing, at least it's going on the same time as Mainframe, and they had all assumed that it was that day, and I'm like, wait, no, it's not yet. I didn't mean to confuse you. It's just the same time as Mainframe, and so I'm going to definitely be checking out Mainframe, and now that's our third copy of that book.
Yeah.
What'd you get? Oh,
so I guess I had ordered this from Slab Heroes for the to be the like the slab version, and I faintly remember doing it now, like back when it probably was like first coming out. Because as soon as I saw this cover, I was just in love with it, and it's kind of funny because I have this signed raw one that I got from Art Germ's website, and I have it. I always say how I would get it slabbed,
and now you do.
Totally forgot about that. Like it's awesome. Because this did come out August of last year, which would have been when I probably around the time.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah, it was a long time for it to.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy. It kind of took a while. Which usually stuff from them doesn't take that long, so I don't know if it was like, I don't know, like out of stock or something, and they needed to get more, or I don't know.
Hey, Mr. Girl, I can't help it. It's not my fault. He's giving me crap.
Funny story with the facsimile. So I go to Slab Heroes and I get all of my facsimiles from them. So, like, I got Hulk 1, Fantastic Four 1, AF-15, Hulk 181, right? And I always order them, like, so I can get the 9.8. But he was having a real hard time getting an X-Men 1 because when he sent them in to CGC, they got damaged. And so he messaged me, and I had ordered the X-Men 1, like, 10 months ago, guys. And I'm like, hey, like, is it ever going to come in? He's like, dude, to be honest, it's taking forever, and I can't get any 9.8s. I'm really sorry. He's like, but I got an extra AF-15 if you want that one instead. And so I was like, okay, you know what? That's cool. Like, if the X-Men one's never going to happen, I love AF-15. I'll give it away or something. So he sends me the one that you have at your house now.
That's
so I mean, it kind of worked out, right?
Comic karma is real. It works around. It works its way around. I swear.
Yeah, it really does.
Oh, I can't believe I have this book.
I'm so happy.
I can't believe it. Thank you so much. Like this.
I know.
This
ever since she, she found out that you were like sending some. She's just like, what is it? What is it? What is it? And for like the first time ever, I was able to.
Like not say anything.
I was just looking away from her and just like.
Legit, it's the first time it's ever happened because usually I'm really good at guessing what he has planned for me. If he tries to surprise me, I almost always guess it right off the bat and I know exactly what it is.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I normally don't tell you either. It's just she'll guess right and then she'll notice from my reaction or something. She's like, that's it. That's it. Or something.
Like, you don't even have to tell me, but I'll guess this, I'll guess that, and then it'll just give it away. Yeah. But no, this time when I was trying to crack him on it, he wasn't going for it. He was just like straight up, nope.
Yeah,
like going straight into his phone. I didn't want to
ruin it, so I would just look away and just like, you're not getting crap out of me this time. Like,
I'm really good at guessing what he has surprised for me, and so this time he's just like turning away. He's like, nope, changing the subject. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not. Nope. I'm okay, fine. Make me wait. But I can't believe it. It's so awesome.
Yeah, I am still stoked on this though too, to have it slabbed too, because in that way.
That is just an excellent
just for the protection of it too, because I'm sure I'll have it on display because we're actually going to add. We're probably going to take. I don't know if we're taking down the Marvel and the DC canvases or something, but we want to add more of the like black shells.
Yeah,
it's now in a top loader.
Yeah, hurry and put it in a top loader.
Top load worthy.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh my goodness. It's top loader for now until I get it slabbed.
Yeah, it's slab worthy for that condition for sure.
Oh my goodness.
when I started changing up the way I collect, I started really going towards slabs. So I got a ton of slabs, and I got a lot of keys that I liked. But recently, I'm like, you know what? Like, I pretty much got most of the slabs I want. There's still some out there that I really want, and so I'm gonna slowly hunt those. But I'm gonna start going raw again and getting keys. And so I saw that book, and I'm like, ooh, this is like the perfect condition for my collection. But I think Fusha needs it more than I do right now. It's her birthday, so yeah.
And that's crazy, because that's what I think of too, with how clean that is. I'm like, wow, like how did you let that?
Yeah.
That is
it reminds me of something
clean.
that would be in your collection. Yeah.
Super clean. I can't believe it. And Scott Lang's just one of my favorites with Ant-Man, and he got me the trade paperback of The Astonishing Ant-Man, and it's just
that shorter Nick Spencer run.
Yeah. And I love reading Ant-Man. Like, I even just found an annual of Amazing Spider-Man where it's featuring Ant-Man too, and I just found that one, and I was like, yes. And yeah, like Ant-Man's definitely another favorite character of mine, because he's cool. Yeah, and I can't believe you sent this to me. I am still just so baffled. Like, thank you so much.
Yeah, your hubby helped me, so
it was a tough choice because he's so, like you said, he sent me 2 pictures of the Catwoman 198 and that, and I was just like, I'm like, because like I know you really want that one in a 9.8, but I was kind of like, but you have a 9.6, so so that's why I was leaning a little more towards that one.
Yeah,
I just can't believe it. Yeah, because I do have that one in the 9.6, and I love it, and I'll upgrade it eventually.
I know, yeah.
But and then when I found it raw, it blew my mind, and then I got it for $1 raw, and I'm like, is this really happening?
It was the only one in there too, huh? Because there was a bunch of other Catwoman books, but just one of that number one.
Yeah, but some of them that I got at that same time are 2 of the ones that I sent out to Delphia.
Oh,
the 25 and 31 or 30, something like that. The wedding dress one. Yeah, and the Contagion one. Yeah, those ones we just sent out to Delphia, and it was so nice to like have them open their area. Okay, like, it was so great.
That's cool.
I just thank you so much.
Oh, you guys you're so welcome. You're so welcome.
Thank you so much. Oh, hey, NYC. Yeah, he said happy birthday, Fusha.
This is my first appearance tomorrow. Spoiler.
Yeah, Instagram.
Right?
That's funny.
Yeah, he's on Common Core right now, and he's like messaging you guys. That's cool.
I know, right?
I gotta go watch the Kachung and the Delphia unboxing that you guys sent, because I don't get on YouTube on Sundays. So. And I remember thinking, okay, when we were doing couple gories, I'm like, I need to make sure I do that. And so now I need to go over and find it, so I make sure I watch it right now. Did you guys jump on with them, or did they just unbox it?
No, we did jump on with them.
Yeah, we did jump on with them. We were a little late because I had to run to the store and take care of a few things. But then, we jumped on with them, and they unboxed it. It was great because I had gotten her some good Catwomans. I had sent her the 4 issue mini of Selena Kyle.
Kind of don't ruin it so you can watch it.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Everything.
Spoilers.
Spoilers. It's all good.
I know spoilers sometimes.
I mean, that's like the fun part of watching it too. Sometimes, seeing what they send it to.
Yes.
It
was on Delphia's. I see it.
I think it was. Yeah. I'm pretty sure it was off the DK.
See, and like with my 2020 list, I was putting books on my list, and then I was getting them before I even had my list put together, and then it kind of slowed down to where I haven't really gotten too many others that are on my list. But it's just like now I have this one, and I still haven't completely put my list together. But this is definitely one of them that was on there.
Well, it's funny because that's what I was telling him when I was talking to him about is how. Like I think I had only really gotten one thing off my list, that first Jane Foster Thor, the 2014 one, 2014.
Yeah.
The
number one. Yeah.
I love that. Hey, there they are.
Hey, Joe.
I know. I just love that whole run period. Like I haven't read Because I had like
I love it.
the
I
second
love it
half
so
of the run and
much.
trade. I knew you would. That's
It's another one of my children now.
Yeah.
I love it. I can't believe I have this.
That's awesome.
I don't know, I'm trying to remember like how old that book is to be that. I mean, that
79.
clean. It was 79. Okay.
Mm.
Because I was thinking like the 80s or something, but yeah.
It's a beautiful book. Thank you
79,
so
yeah,
much.
that's-
I can't thank you enough. Like
For sure,
everybody in the community is just like so incredible. Like I never thought
It's crazy how
Yeah.
it still can, it still amazes me even
it
after we've
does. Yeah.
kind of been in it for a little while.
I swear, the community just makes me want to be an even better person. Like, it's just meeting and finding so many nice, generous, awesome, incredible people. I feel blessed. Like, it's
Yeah.
insane.
I agree with you. I totally
That's so
agree.
awesome. Thank you so much.
Oh, for sure. I happy birthday. I hope this year rocks, and cool little birthday gift, right?
Yes,
It is for sure.
by far.
When's your birthday, Solgr? What month?
March 5th.
Oh, that's
So
right.
it was-
It just passed. Well, there. Happy belated birthday.
Thank you. Yeah.
So we'll count these as birthday gifts. You can rename the show, and then I'll get you an AOK later. All right.
No, this is more than enough. For sure.
That's awesome.
Right. I don't remember if we even, or no, I think I did. We did title the show something about, or I think we actually did a stream that day.
Yeah,
Yeah. I was trying to remember if we even.
Yeah.
I think we
a show
did.
for it, but yeah, we did.
I'm pretty sure we did.
Yeah.
So
Thank you, Super S.
I am getting an AOK from Man Cave Comics who just popped in, and
Ooh.
it's insane. Okay, we're gonna open it up on probably Monday if it gets here tomorrow or Saturday because of Mainframe Comic Con. So you guys
Mhm.
have to buy and check that out.
Yes,
Oh, yeah, for
I'm
sure.
off Monday.
Ooh.
I got lucky. I had an appointment that I have to go to and take care of, and so I hurry and put PTO in for the day, and they approved it. So I'm like, yes,
Sweet.
3-day weekend on my birthday weekend.
Oh, that's
Even
true.
better.
I didn't even think
Yeah,
of
we'll
that,
definitely have to catch that because you deserve so many AOKs.
Yeah, right,
12 nights of Christmas and just everything, man. You
I know.
Wow.
That was just so
I can't wait to
awesome.
see what Man Cave got you. Thank you so much for the birthday wishes too.
Yeah, thank you, everyone. Yeah, for sure.
You know what?
Um,
When I thought about doing the 12 days of Christmas and AOKs, there's a part of me that, I'm very Christian, right? So I really read this in the Bible a lot. And in there, it says something like, don't let your right hand know what your left hand's doing. So when you give away things, don't do it to show off, do it secretly. And you know what I mean? And so I've always kind of lived that way. And I
Right.
did that for a long time in the community. I really did. There's gifts I've given to people that nobody knows about. You know what I mean? And
I'm sure,
and I love it, and I was happy with that, and I still do that a lot. But then my wife's like, part of you guys are a community, and you should do things do it so people can see, not so that you can show off for what you're doing, but so you can bring people together and spread that spirit of giving, And so I was like, okay, and I really struggled with thinking about doing the 12 days of Christmas for a long time, and then I'm like, you know what, she's right. It's all about bringing us together and having a moment. And then after it happened, oh man, you guys remember the night we were on?
That's what I was gonna say. It did.
Yes.
It did for sure.
I know, even hearing Kavi just repeatedly keep going over DS, I'm like, okay, we're just watching it, and then he's
I
just
was
like,
during
I
it,
actually
too.
got this for Fusha, and my jaw
Yep.
dropped. I was like,
Yep.
I was sitting on the couch, and I turned to him, and I'm like, oh my god! And then we hopped on, and I'm like, I still can't believe it. It is so
Yeah.
I
insane.
know it was it literally took your breath away. You were
I couldn't breathe
Yeah.
for a good hour afterwards. I was just like,
Yeah.
hyperventilating. It
Yeah.
just, oh, thank you so much. I
Yeah.
can't believe I have this book.
Yeah. And so I don't know. I just love being a part of stuff like this now. So it gives us an opportunity to hang out. You know what I mean? You get to give your friends something, I love it, and I'm really excited. So now anytime somebody sends me something, I'm like, sorry, but you got to come on live with me now.
Exactly. That's what I loved about going live with Duffy and Kachun when they opened our AOK. Yeah. It was so great seeing their reaction.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say, because wasn't that our first time being on with someone when they opened?
I think so.
It was, right? Yeah.
I mean, Stay Puft, Sean.
Were we on live with them though?
I thought so.
What?
Oh no, maybe he did it.
I think it was. I think we might have missed it. Yeah. Because I mean, there's been a few people that we've seen like videos, but actually being on live with them, I think that was the first one.
It makes it special, right?
Yeah,
it really it's a great feeling. Like this community makes me want to be a better person every day. Like it just, everyone is so nice, so kind, and it's just incredible. I never thought I could build friendships over social media. Like the way that it's turned into the community and everybody knowing everybody is just it's beyond crazy.
Yeah, like, I agree. And then you find other Packer fans out there.
Yep. Even better. Even better.
Like whatever, man. Hey, remind me who your team is again?
Falcons.
Falcons, cool. Falcons are cool, man. Mike Vick days were amazing.
I know, yeah, they were.
We had our divorce bowl before we were even married.
Yeah, that year they were in the NFC Championship.
Yeah,
so,
yeah. And then Mike Vick destroyed us.
That's true.
We had it lost at Lambeau Field. Sorry, text message. We had it lost at Lambeau Field for like 19 years, something crazy like that, and then Mike Vick comes in and rolls us over, man.
Yeah, it is insane. My mom, my two sisters are both Packer fans. Like out of the family, my mom, my two sisters, and me are Packer fans, and then my dad and brother are Cowboy fans.
Oh, yeah, that's what Man Cave was just saying.
Yeah, so it's been kind of split my entire life of just Packers and Dallas, but yeah, I've always been a Packers fan. I still wear my Packers purse.
Nice.
Yeah, you still have that. Yeah.
Yeah, I love the Packers. I mean, I've been watching probably as far back as I can remember, like 91, 92 when Brett Favre took over, and just loved it all.
You know, what's really ironic is my brother actually moved out to Wisconsin. And he's like an hour or 45 minutes away from the Lambeau Field.
Have you gone yet?
Not yet. I haven't had the chance to yet, but I plan to. Yeah, one of these days.
I went in 2011, and I went and saw a game and everything. Aaron Rodgers, like, whew, it was awesome.
That would be awesome.
You guys have to do it. Like maybe Falcons versus Packers or something one of these days, you know?
That's the one we always talk about. Yeah. Like, that'd be the one to go to. I mean, I'm not even a Packers fan, but it'd be so awesome to go to Lambeau Field. Like just the history of that place. And
yeah, my brother moved out there like 3 years ago.
Cool.
That's one that they call the frozen tundra and stuff too, like in the winter.
Yeah,
it gets cold.
The winters are bad.
We took the tour of like everything, and then they actually let us go onto the field, and we went out of the locker room like exactly where the players come out and stuff, and then they played the music, and it's all dun, 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 go, like please welcome the 13-time world champion, and then we all walk out. You know, like the tour was so cool.
That would be so awesome.
Yeah, it's really cool.
I love it. Yeah, because I love with Lambeau Field and the Packers how they're able to jump up into the Lambeau Leap.
Lambeau Leap.
I love that.
Heck yeah. Good time.
That franchise is just so much history is around that team for sure.
Oh,
1919 is when the Packers franchise began. I mean, it's old.
And aren't they still where? Like the owners are, it's I can't remember what the phrase is, but like where it's in like shares or something of like the fans, like
the fans own the team. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So there's not like one huge owner, like one main owner. There's just a whole bunch of shareholders, and then the shareholders get together and then they hire the GM and everything, you know. And so of course there's those that hold more shares than others, but yeah, it's it's a community-owned team, man. I love it.
I love it too, because Jill owns. Josh got it for like a wedding anniversary gift that he bought a share for my sister.
Oh, that's so cool.
So she even has a share. My older sister does, yeah. So she even has a share that her husband got her.
The last time they, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh no, you're good.
The last time they, sorry, you go first.
No, you're good. I was just gonna say, I was just gonna say what my brother-in-law's team is, but I can't remember. I always get it confused.
Oh, his is the Redskins.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, so they have quite a few divorce spoils where she'll go to my mom's to watch the game, and he'll stay home.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, Mr. Gurrell's a Cowboy fan. Yeah, Mr. Gurrell.
Poor guy.
Love you.
Yeah,
and Patrick Wall works at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium.
No way! I didn't see that. Dude, that's awesome.
That is awesome.
Ever since they redesigned it like a couple years back, it looks so awesome. I would. I want to go there bad.
What were you about to say?
Oh, last time they had shares for sale, I just didn't have any extra money, so I was like, I wasn't able to get one, and I was like, I wanted to get one for my dad and my sisters, like buy everyone a share it and then give them to them for their birthdays and stuff, you know.
That'd be awesome.
That would be.
Hey,
maybe next time.
Yeah, for sure.
Do they like go on sale just like every certain?
I don't know. Like, I'm not sure. I think I can remember them doing it twice in my lifetime, but I mean, I was much younger in the 90s. So as I've been an adult, I can remember them doing it twice, and both times I just didn't have the money, you know? So, and I think the last time, the reason they did it, what they do is they sell shares and then they use that money to upgrade the stadium. So I think like 2000, I can't remember what year it was, but they were going to add 20,000 seats like above the stadium. And so I think that's why they did it, you know, but.
Right.
I think that is, because it was my brother-in-law that got it as like either a birthday, Christmas, or
I think it was an anniversary.
Right. Yeah, I think it was an anniversary, but we're all Packer fans.
Yeah. Well, yeah, all the females are in your family, and then your dad and brother are Cowboys.
Yeah. And then my brother moved out to Wisconsin and is like an hour and a half away from Lambeau Field. Like that.
Is he over in Milwaukee? Is he in Milwaukee, or where's he at? Yeah.
I think he's over in Milwaukee. He's over. He moved out there with his suburb. I think it is a suburb.
I can't remember the name, but I think it's like a suburb of it.
Sheboygan.
I know, that's such a weird one.
I always remember that name from Home Alone. Do you guys remember that in Home Alone? And John Candy's like, "We're from Sheboygan."
Oh yeah, it is.
Oh goodness gracious.
Oh my god.
Yeah. But
I know one thing I noticed is like how many serial killers are from Wisconsin. But I always joke to her about.
Yo, you better be careful. Tell your brother.
I know, right?
Solgr, on a different note, man, how much did you love Books of Doom?
Oh my god, dude! I actually almost started reading it again before. I think it was before I started Triumph and Torment.
Mm-hmm.
Or no, I had just finished Triumph and Torment, and then I almost started rereading it again because I'm writing a review for the blog and on Books of Doom, and I was kind of skimming through it again.
The second he was done with it, he was telling me it's when you have to read.
Yeah, it's literally one of my favorite stories I've ever read. Period.
Yeah,
like not even just favorite Doom story. I mean, like just favorite story. Period. Really. And
it's that good. It's that good. Like, as soon as I finished it, I messaged you on IG. Mm-hmm. I was like, dude, you have to read this book, man. Like, it is so good. Or these books.
Yeah, and you didn't even know. Like, I already had it because I already had the trade, and I've had it for a while. I just hadn't got around to reading it yet. Because I mean, we got so many trades and omnis and stuff that we haven't even got around to reading yet. So that was just another one. And and then you sent me to it, and that got me to like it was
Pick it up.
funny because I had actually, this is another weird cosmic thing, because I had actually like pulled it off our bookshelf and I had it already out in the living room to like start reading it already, but then you like sent that and I'm like, all right, it's going to the top of the pile.
I'm doing it. Mr. Gorell's a huge Doom fan too, isn't he?
Yes, yeah.
Grell is too, and I swear I think I mentioned it to him. Oh no, actually, Barbarian has been. I don't know if he sent him all of them yet, but he sent him some of them, of the single issues.
Yeah. Have you read that one, Mr. Gorell? See if he says anything.
Yeah, I can't remember. I think I talked to him a little bit about it, but I can't remember if he's read it or not.
Yeah.
I love the way that the books of Doom, even though they're written like years after Triumph and Torment, they're the prelude to that story. Like they give you the background to what happened in Triumph and Torment, Yeah. And then, so I read Books of Doom and then Triumph and Torment, and I'm like, oh, what a story, man, about saving his mom's soul from hell. Like, holy cow, man.
Yeah. I mean, it's especially like if you've never read. I mean, if only thing you've ever read of Doom is like when he's like the antagonist, like the just straight up villain. Yeah. And then you read that, like
you like
it will be a totally different perspective on him. Yeah, he becomes those like sympathetic kind of villains that are essentially victims.
Yep.
He's reading Books of Doom now.
Ooh.
I got Triumphs and Torment off of Marvel. What's the app called? The Marvel Unlimited.
Marvel Unlimited.
Yeah, Marvel Unlimited. And if you haven't done it yet, Mr. Gorell, you can do like a 7-day trial for free. So if push comes to shove, you can do that and read Triumph and Torment there.
Yeah. See, I was the same as him. I was trying to find it too, and just like Books of Doom, it's one of those hard to find, low print, out of print trades that are. I mean, because like when I got Books of Doom off eBay, it was a little pricey compared to for like a trade of a 6-issue limited from 2006. And Triumph and Torment is the same way. And I think. Oh no! I went to In Stock Trades and I just searched Triumph and Torment to see if they had it when I was first looking it up, and what popped up was that Doctor Strange Epic Collection that I posted, and they collect it in that, and so I was like, all right, that's where to get it then.
Yeah, man.
Which he was already reading it, and like he was like, I thought he had just barely started the book, and then all of a sudden he's already at the end. I'm like, how'd you read it that fast? And he's like, I'm only reading the end story, and I'm like, oh.
Yeah, because Triumph and Torment is the last story in that trade.
Yeah,
and so she's like, how are you at the end already? And it's the the bigger epic collection.
Like,
I read as fast as Barry Allen does.
I know. I swear to God, she reads that fast.
I don't read that fast. Sometimes
I read like prose books, like regular books, super fast like that.
I read those super slow.
But not comics. Like I read comics slow.
I can't believe I have this.
Like, Books of Doom. I started it like right before dinner one night when my wife was cooking. I'm like, hey, I'm gonna just go read a book. Is that cool? She's like, yeah, sit on the couch, because I had a long day or whatever. So I'm sitting there and I start reading it, and then I just kept going. I'm like, oh my goodness. And like I finished it like that before dinner was even done, all 6 books, and I'm like, or was it 6 books? Yeah, 6, right?
It's 6, yeah, I'm pretty sure.
And I'm just it blew my mind. And that's when right there on my couch, right after I read it, I'm like, Stolter, you need to read this, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely one of those ones that you can easily read it in one sitting, because it's hard to put down.
Those are some of the best stories that you just you get through them so quick, and you just want to go back and read them.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're talking earlier. Sorry.
Well, I was just gonna say a lot of the Brubaker stuff that I've read is like that. Yeah. Like every time I read them, it's hard to put down.
Yeah. You were talking about the Jane Foster Thor earlier, right? You were saying you're collecting those too?
Yeah, I have. I think I have all of it in trade now.
Nice.
When I read through it before, it was like the last like 3/4 of it. It wasn't. I didn't have just that first, because when she was first introduced, there was like the 8 or 9 issues. I didn't have those. I had the series after that, where the longer one.
Mm.
So I read that, but I haven't read. But now I have in trade the first part. So when she actually first picked up the hammer.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna reread it, and I've been telling her to read it too.
Yeah, you should. You should.
Yeah, everything he's told me that I need to read, by the time I read it, I'm like, you're totally right. I'm glad you gave this to me to read. Like he knows exactly what stuff's good, and like he'll read some stuff and just immediately, you need to read this. And sometimes it's the other way around where I'm like, you need to read this, but usually it's he's giving me so much to read, and by like at first he would pile it on so quick that I'd be like, I have this stack on top of this stack on top of this stack that I want to read.
You would get overwhelmed.
Yeah, I get overwhelmed where I'm like, okay, just don't give me any more books for just a little bit. Let me catch up. And then I just like fly through them, and I'm like, okay, yeah, they're definitely worth reading. They're really good reads. So I don't doubt anything he tells me to read. If he's just finished reading it and he says I need to read it, I'm like, okay,
yeah,
it's in the cycle. I'm gonna get it read.
The man has good taste.
But even before
he does, he does.
Even before I reread the Jane Foster stuff, though, I have the like the Thor, like the God of Thunder run. When there was like Butcher and all that. Like, I think it was when Jason Aaron started.
Yes.
So I have almost his whole run, and so I'm gonna read all that before I get back into the Jane Foster, because as far as I remember, that stuff was first, and because that's when he became unworthy, and what was that event?
Unworthy Thor.
Yeah, there was that, and Original Sin, I think is what it is. I remember right.
He has so many books.
Yeah, I'll show you. Where's my iPad? It's upstairs in my room, but I'll show you exactly what I'm reading on my Comixology app right now, which is cool because you just brought it up, and I don't know if you can see it there, but all the different Thors. So I did the Thor. I'm on issue 25 now. Last night I was reading issue 24 of Thor: God of Thunder, man. So.
Those ones, yeah,
man. So this is the final issue, and I think this is the first time you see Jane as Thor. If I'm like, it's a cameo of her picking up the hammer. So we'll see. I'm gonna read it tonight.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was that God Butcher story is one of the best stories I've ever read. Like I've
heard a lot of good stuff about that one.
Yeah, it's Books of Doom good, man. He's like, no, it cannot be.
I know. I've been wanting to get that's been high on the some of the stuff that we have that I haven't read yet, like that whole Thor, because it's a big chunk of it that I've been wanting to get to.
Well,
do you read do you guys read DC? Well, I know Fusha does, but Solgr, do you read DC? Yeah. What are your favorite reads from DC?
Well, I mean, like, of course, Batman, and I mean, a lot of the stuff I have from there that I haven't read is like a lot of the Crisis stuff. I mean, I'm a huge Jeff Johns fan. Like, he's probably like my favorite writer, him and Brubaker. But
cool.
Yeah, I still have a lot of the Crisis stuff to read.
Have you read the Green Lantern?
Oh yeah, I have the Jeff Johns Green Lantern. I have all three, or was it 3 or 4 Omnis?
Oh, dude, you're so lucky.
I actually started reading them recently, and yeah.
Those are
you do have the Batgirl ones too.
Yeah, we have the full New 52 Batgirl in trade. I have the first one out there to start, and I'm actually rereading the New 52 Batman right now. Cool.
Yeah, I have it right here too, but in like trades. So I've been reading the. I think I'm on like the 6th trade now. But I put it down for the Green Lantern run, and even though that Batman run's really good, like the Green Lantern run just blew my mind. It just Jeff Johns just like I don't know, man. It's
I love Jeff Johns.
he's good. He's so good.
This is actually what I was gonna start recently. Is this?
Oh yeah, dude! I have mine. Okay, let me pull mine out. Yeah. Oh shoot! Look at that. Let's wait 30 seconds. Go.
I know, right?
Dude, that's awesome, man. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I've really been wanting to reread all that stuff because I haven't read any of that stuff since I was a kid.
Here I go. Got to put my glasses on. My Clark Kent glasses.
Oh my hell.
Yeah.
Great.
Dude, I love that story. You probably heard this 1,000 times, but that is the story that got me into becoming a comic book collector. Like I went to every store around town and found every issue, every tie-in for Funeral for a Friend, for the Reign of Superman, for the Return of Superman. You know what I mean? Like after doing that, that's why I started collecting.
It's addicting.
Yeah, that will definitely get you hooked to going all the time, especially to find all those.
For sure.
Because those were, I mean, they were everywhere, like they were like universe wide. So
Patrick Wall said, have you heard about the Stargirl show that Jeff Johns is doing?
Yeah, I have. I haven't seen much on it, but I have heard about it, and I have kind of wanted, because I know it's going to be like on CW, like the app or something, but it's going to be like, because we don't have the CW app, but I would think it would be on the regular like CW channel or whatever too. I would think if it's on the app.
I would think so.
I would think, but
I just know like Jeff Johns, like he wrote a little like synopsis about it, and like he did a little video where he talks about it. Have you guys seen that? Like the character is based off of his sister that passed away. Even the Stargirl's name is his sister's name. And he's like, everything I've ever done, this thing has my heart in it the most. So please watch it. After seeing Jeff Johns say that, I'm like, okay, I'll go watch it. I promise.
I know, right?
Yeah.
We'll have to look into that.
Yeah.
I mean, I knew it was like it was his creation, and he, he was, really heavily involved in it. But I didn't know that about it.
Yeah. He's like, he's like, this is the best thing I've ever done for me, like from my heart. And I'm like, if this is the best thing you've ever done, I'm gonna watch it because you've done some amazing.
I know, right?
So
holy cow!
For sure.
I know. Wow. I mean, like I said, he's definitely one of my favorite writers, and I still have a bunch of Jeff Johns stuff I haven't even read yet that we still haven't.
Well, Mr. Gural was saying like the Aquaman for New 52. Didn't Jeff Johns do that too?
I have the omnibus. Yeah.
See, I mean, I love Aquaman, and I want to read that one really bad too. Oh, you got everything. You have to come to your house and read.
I know. We don't show like our omnis and stuff as often as like our like regular books, but we have a lot of omnibuses, omnibus.
A lot of in-stock order trades.
Nice.
For real, I mean, in stock trades, you can get $100 omnibuses for $40. So it's like
okay. I didn't know. Time out. What is this place called?
In stock
trades. Yeah,
in stock trades. Yeah.
I warn you though, that place will get you in trouble so fast.
Yeah.
I didn't know that place is.
He's gotten so many orders from there, and then like when we first moved in, there was a good week where it was like almost every other day I was getting an in-stock order from the office and carrying it up, and I'm like, Jesus, how many books are in here? This is so heavy. I'm gonna drop them.
That was when the 3 Jeff Johns Green Lantern omnibuses came.
All in one. You're gonna carry these boxes yourself from the office if you're ordering them.
Hey, do those omnibuses, the Jeff Johns one, are they 3 and then you have to also buy Blackest Night, or is it Blackest Night included?
Is this the one? I think Blackest Night is included. I think Brightest Day, because I do have the 3 Brightest Day hardcovers
Okay.
separate. So I must have had to do it. I mean, I would have to grab all 3 Omnis. They're out in the living room, but because if I remember right, when I was getting them, I think Brightest Day isn't in them.
No.
Either that or I doubled up and bought the hardcovers for no damn reason.
I wouldn't be surprised.
That's all good.
I won't be surprised.
At some point, I'm going to get rid of all my trade paperbacks and then grab the Omnis. So.
Yeah. I mean, with that place in stock, they're even brand new stuff that's coming out. Like sometimes you'll see stuff 50, 60, 70% off, but I never see anything like less than 40% off. So even like a brand new Omni that's coming out like at $100. Like,
sorry, I'm just laughing.
The day it comes out.
The gray man. Look at the gray man's comment.
For real.
I'm sorry, dude. I didn't mean to. Hey.
No, you're good. That's good.
Comics Online, thanks for joining us too.
Kirk, what's up,
Hey,
dude?
what's going on, homie? Oh my god. Oh yeah. Okay, so like omnibuses that are
Oh, I'm losing you guys.
so like $60.
There you are. I see
Oh,
you.
I don't know what happened.
It's okay.
I think we're back.
So
Still
that
here.
discount, like Solgr, that discount is like every once in a while.
No,
Or-
it's
No, it's
all the
it's
time.
always 40% off, like all the time.
Okay, I didn't
Yeah.
get on there.
And then every now and then they'll have like sales on like Image or Marvel or DC where there's extra stuff off.
Oh,
And there's actually another website like that I found. What was that other one? It was
my comic book shop.
no, not that one. It was
I'm on it right now.
wasn't it like cheap graphic novel?
I think so. It's addicting. Like the stuff they have killer deals on them because it's all at least 40%
Yeah.
off. That's how I got the most recent Jessica Jones trade paperback too. So I have all 4 of those to read.
Yeah, for real. Like most of the Omnis and trades and just everything came from there. I mean, the only ones that we would get from somewhere else is if they're like out of print or something. Like the like the Captain America like Volume 1 omnibus. Like I had to get that one off like eBay or something because
Yeah.
a lot of the times those Volume 1s of those old like Silver Age runs like that, a lot of the times those first volume omnibuses are out of print.
Spending money is way too easy to do. Way too easy.
Especially that
On this
in-stock place. Like,
Oh,
Yeah.
man. My first Omni was from you, man. The Dracula.
yeah, like that one. Yeah, that one I know I got that one from in-stock. That one was actually was one of the ones that was like 70 or 80% off. Like that one,
Really?
like $20 or $30. Like when I got that one, like that one was like way on sale.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Got my little Harry Potter, bookmark. Nice.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
I read it like
I know,
all
I think-
through October, and then as soon as October was over, I'm like, okay, no more vampires. So now this year I'll go back into it and read some more all October.
Yeah, that's the thing with them.
That's a good way to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Omniboobies, this guy. I'm sorry, I don't know why I'm finding that so funny, but great man, you're crazy.
So then,
We really do. We got the worst. I don't know how we carry on the conversation. Like some days we'll talk about like 2 or 3 different conversations at once,
Yeah.
and just it'll all make sense. And then other days we're like, "What was I just saying?" I completely forgot.
I know we'll be talking to each other, but you're talking about something. I'm talking about something entirely different, and like,
Yeah, we almost always have at least 2 conversations going on at once, where he's talking about something and I'm talking about something else, and then we're just both kind of responding to each other. But we're like, "But you're not listening to me." And most often it is myself that's not listening. Like more often than not, he's the one that's always right. But hey, I can change a tire.
Yeah, you did do that, but you didn't put air in the spare before you put it on.
Hey, at least you changed it. Baby steps.
Good times. Good times.
That was fun.
Yeah, that was great.
That's awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look on the website because that I need some more reading in my life.
Yeah, it's weird because I mean, though they have like crazy huge selections, but I mean they don't have like every single thing that's like ever came out. If they, I think like I mean obviously if they're out of stock or whatever, like, but
he's been reading a lot more. Like I've been wanting to catch up on Lucifer and watch more Netflix, and he'll be like, "No, I just want to read." I'm like, okay. So we'll pause it so that he can read, and then I'm just on my phone. I go through phases where it's like I'll read a ton, and then I'll watch a ton, and then I'll read and go back and forth. But yeah, he's been reading so much more lately.
I hop from book to book to book. That's my problem. Like you see, like literally, I'm like, okay, it's October, it's about vampires, and then I'm like, okay, now it's November. But not really. Like just kind of like jump through everything, you know, like. I'm reading the whole Jeff Johns run, and for a while I went like from trade to trade to trade to trade, and then one day I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try the Thor God Butcher story. Then I read that like all 4 trades in a row because they were so good, and then I'm like, all right, I want to try the Books of Doom, and then I read that. You know, like I just keep jumping, and I never get a whole thing finished. You know,
I'm the same exact way. Like I'm the same exact way. Like I'm literally like somewhere. You know, like working through like even just a book, like a trade or an omnibus or a hardcover or something. Like I'm somewhat through like so many different books right now.
Yes.
I mean, speaking of like hardcovers and omnibuses and stuff, we recently started getting the Invincible ones.
Oh, cool! Yeah, I saw you post that.
Kirkman and Otley's. So we only have the first 2 so far, and usually my OCD doesn't let me like start reading a run until I have all of it. But I don't want to buy 12 oversized hardcovers and then start reading it and not liking it, which I don't think it's going to be the case because I've heard such good things from everyone about it. But
Kirk had a good question. What's a run you read nonstop?
Well, probably like Batman's and Detectives for sure. Usually Deadpool's, but the art on the current one that was coming out was rough. I mean, it was almost. I mean, it might even come to the point where I actually drop it from my pull, which is kind of crazy. But
there's a lot of good stuff out there, though.
Oh yeah, for sure. Definitely the Jeff Johns Green Lantern run that I started in the omnibuses. Those ones are pretty hard to put down too. For sure.
I got through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 of the trades for the Green Lantern without reading something else because it was that good. Like I started reading that and it just like I could not wait to see what happened next. And then I got to this one, which has an epic cover, but it's not written by Jeff Johns. It's just like the War of the Green Lantern's aftermath. So I wanted to see what happened like in the story, and it's not as good. And that's when I was like, okay, like I'm almost done, you know, like I'm almost there. But I was like, all right, I'm gonna try out the God Butcher. That one, like the first 4 trades on that one, oh my gosh, that God Butcher story is insane. So good. Infinity Gauntlet. Love Infinity Gauntlet. That's one I love to read.
Yeah, I've actually read that one a couple times too. That's actually probably one of the biggest omnibuses we have too, is the Infinity War one down there.
I think it is.
It's almost, I think it might even be bigger than one of the Jeff Johns, because those Jeff Johns omnibus, oh my god, they're huge.
Yeah, they are huge.
But this Infinity War one,
ooh, I love it. I have all of those books, single issues.
It's massive.
That's
took up a whole.
If someone comes in your house, just hit them with that.
Right?
You know what we do sometimes, since we don't press or anything, which I eventually do want to get into, but we literally, like, if there's a book that kind of, like needs a little pressing or something, we put it under 3 of the Jeff Johns omnibuses. Just set it under there for like a week.
Press then finish.
And
then
we take it off, and it's like
it definitely makes a difference.
I went from a 6.0 to a 9.8. That's awesome.
Because what was the one? It was that Mercy.
Yeah, that Mercy one. When we first got it, it was like kind of bumped out.
Yeah, after reading it, it had just the bow, from being read, and he put it under. I think that one was under there probably for like a week or so, and that thing was like
it flattened out pretty quick.
So flat.
Yeah.
So it works in a pinch.
Yeah, that's hilarious, man. What else? What else is a good read?
Yeah, Kirk said the same thing too. Yeah, he wants to learn too. I used to have a T-shirt press and stuff back in the day when me and Nate and them were doing our own clothes, like T-shirts and stuff.
From way back when.
I
know I just read The Batman Damned, and I finished Harleen. Harleen was really good.
I need to read that still.
Yeah, Harleen was really good. I loved the oversized ones. Those were really good reads.
A lot of people said that was a good
That's,
one.
I think, what I've read. It was so much better than I thought it was going to be, and I wasn't really interested in it at first. And then those guys had sent us a package, and Harleen, the number 1, was in there, and I read it, and I fell in love, and I had to go get the other 2.
That's cool.
Yeah. It's a good read.
Yeah, it looks like the art. I mean, I flipped through it, and the art is incredible.
So beautiful.
Stephen Sedgwick. And
so beautiful.
He's been posting like, what do you call it? Like, I guess, like, not prototype. Concepts. Yeah, there you go.
Concept.
Like concepts of, like, if he did, what was it, like a Catwoman?
Yeah, he did one on Instagram where it was like Selena Kyle and Batman, and it was like Batman saying that Selena Kyle has stolen Wayne technology in her suit, and she's like, "I won't tell if you don't."
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it says how his is too.
Yeah, like how his is Wayne technology material too.
So I don't know if he's just like doing these little concepts, trying to get like as a pitch, to or something, do it, or I don't know, because it's not him like announcing it, right? Like he's doing it. It's just
concept,
just fun. Yeah. Okay.
He's been posting those like concepts that he's been posting on Instagram.
That's cool.
I'm addicted to following him. Yeah.
Nice.
Dude. Yeah. The most recent omnibus I got actually was it's like the book 2 of the run, but of the Brubaker Daredevil.
Nice.
So I need to read that, because I have the first half of the run into it, and then the second half I got in the omnibus. Just the 2 omnis, but the first one is everywhere I looked, it was sold out or out of print. And the one place I found it, it was way too much for it.
This is the omni.
It's crazy.
Oh, sorry.
Ooh, there you go.
Boom. Golden Age. Volume 1.
Beautiful.
It's so
nice.
Good. Sorry,
we have the we have a Golden Age Superman Omni, but it's like the 4th one or something, I think.
Yeah.
I think it is.
It's later. Yeah, it's a couple books later for sure.
I think this is the most recent one. I was trying to decide whether I should go like with the super old school ones, and then I'm like, well, that's more for like if I'm trying to collect them, But these I actually want to get to read. So I was like, I'll just get the newer one, because like I'm not gonna worry about like hurting it. I'm just gonna open it and flip through it and read it. You know what I mean? So,
right.
This one's so good though.
I know, like when I first started getting into like omnibuses and stuff, like I learned a lot from watching like Jen Mint, like how he like stretches the spines and like relaxes the spines. I didn't think about stuff like that, like because like if you don't do that, you can ruin it, potentially ruin it later when you're reading it.
Yeah.
Jim Mint has an epic collection too.
Oh, it would, yeah.
Right.
And you can't talk about omnibus and not mention his collection for sure.
I've been in his house and like.
Oh yeah, because he's close to you, huh?
Yeah, he lives like 15 minutes away, and like literally walked into his room, and the camera doesn't do it justice. I was like every single wall was just full of omnibuses, and I'm just like, oh my gosh. Hey, speaking of that,
imagine.
Sorry, I keep doing that. I think there's like just like a little lag between us, and I keep
that delay. What were you saying?
Speaking of that, I'm gonna have a huge Comic Gory show coming up with him in it, man. So I'm gonna have Gem Mint, Comic Tom 101, Bueller, and pop culture philosophers. The four of them are gonna come on and compete against each other. And the first thing Gem Mint does is when I put the whole little Instagram thing together, he starts talking smack. He's like, I'm going to whoop all of you just with omnibuses, man. And I'm like, oh, yeah, let the smack talk begin. It was awesome.
The 30 seconds goes by quicker than you think.
God, it does. It really does.
That's going to be an awesome show. We're definitely going to have to watch that one. I can't wait.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. And then you guys are going to be on Couple Gories Night 2 next Saturday, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So it's not this coming one, right? Because the
mainframe, yeah. So it'll be next one.
So the following one. Yeah. Oh yeah. I know. After that. So when we were on after that first round, that first 30 seconds, I was just like, holy cow! Like there's no way that like. Yeah.
Like you have to like what I realize is like you have to be thinking as soon as I pop up the categories, right? And you see the first one on there, you have to be thinking while John's explaining it, well, that's happening. You got to go like, okay, what box is that in? And where am I going? Like, if you're not doing that, like by the time you hit 30 seconds, it's just too fast.
It is, yeah. And that first one, it was like right by my feet the whole time because I had forgot that I put it in the sentimental box, and it was on display, and then it's just like by the time I grabbed it, I'm like,
yeah, because we had it in our room for like almost a year, I swear. Yeah. So I thought, I thought you were talking a bit about it different, about the annual, the wedding one.
But that time goes up so quick. It's fun though. It's a lot of fun because it's like you're right. When you see the list, you have to start thinking of what books you have in mind because that 30 seconds almost feels like a millisecond if you don't know where the book's at.
Mm-hmm. I know, and which is kind of like what I was doing, and I had an awesome book picked for Damsel in Distress, which never played, but. I was waiting for that one to come up because I had it, and I knew exactly where it is because it's out there on display, so I know exactly where it is.
Yeah,
I would have had to run out. But
you guys think of all of the twists and turns that I was throwing in there.
That was funny.
That was funny. I was just like, oh my god.
John like, yeah. John in the middle, he texts me on my phone. He's like, dude, you're so evil. Just give me to this next one, guys. I can't say anything because you're going to be on the show, but I'm going to let everybody know when I put the little thing together on Instagram, the little chat. There's going to be twists. Just be ready for it, It's going to be fun.
That's gonna be a lot.
Yeah, because even John probably didn't even know on those ones.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I like sometimes I already think like me and John have talked about it because we've done the show so much together that sometimes I forget like, oh, I didn't tell him what Comic Gories we're doing today, or I didn't tell him this, So I don't know. I just thought we have to make it fun, like, or it's just another episode of Comic Gories. It can't be a special, and that was a special with couples, So I thought like. I have to do something to make it different, to make it fun. You know what I mean? And I liked it. I thought it was fun, but you should have seen all your faces. Like everyone's face was like, you are not doing this to us right now.
I know. You started seeing everyone get worried.
It was a blast. That was a lot of fun. I loved even the surprises and the twists because it was just great.
Yeah.
keeps you on your toes for sure.
It really
There's
does.
a couple episodes where like people within 10 seconds they already have their books. And at one point, John and I were discussing putting the time lower, like taking away time, you know? And because like for 2 episodes in a row, people had their books within 10, 15 seconds, and then we're sitting there still counting down. And so we were thinking as the show was like progressing, and we're like, is this too much time? And then John and I went against each other a few times. We're like, yeah, no, at 30 seconds is already like pushing the limit. You know what I mean? Like that's hard already.
Yeah, it is for sure.
Yeah, it definitely is.
Yeah, I think it is. I think 30 is a good time because like you said, it's quick, but it's not. I don't think it's like too quick, you know.
Yeah.
During the Halloween,
if you know where the book's at.
Say that again.
Oh, I said if you know where the book's at, then it's perfect amount of time.
Yeah, but if you kind of have to look at like a little, like even just a little bit, like
then you're in hot
you gotta
water.
hurry.
Yeah. That Halloween one though that you did, we almost did that one, but I was stuck at work and I didn't get off until like the time that it started, and I'm like, oh, it would have been fun.
Yeah.
But that was crazy though, because we had I invited way too many people on, and like we didn't even get to everybody, and it ended up like it was crazy. But on that one, if you won and then you went to the next round, you got a perk, and every time you won a round, you got another perk. And so the perks were like an extra 15 seconds, or take 15 seconds away from your opponent, or you get an extra pass. And so like people were like getting about 3 wins in a row, and then they'd get to that one where they could take 15 minutes away, but they felt so bad. They're like, I'm not going to use it. So it was fun though. It was fun like seeing all that extra stuff, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, that's a cool thing to do too. Yeah, like with the perks and stuff too.
Well, it's like Kuchun said, when you brought up the list, I also started thinking of other possible categories too. And it's like ever since the show started, I like if I come across a book, I'm like, oh, that's a good red cover. That's a good a pieta cover, and it's just like all these ones just pop into my head now too. I'm like that'd be a good category.
Like the category that popped in my head. I don't know if you guys have ever done it, but I was just like a falling cover because. Remember we had that one out there when there's like a character like falling.
I'm gonna write it down on my notes right here, and I'm about to write it in there, man. Thank you. Be here.
I mean, even just weird stuff like that. Like they're.
Yeah, I come across so many comics where I'm like, oh, that would fit this category, or oh, that would be a good category, and it's like you never would have really thought of it beforehand, but it's just going off the covers. It's awesome.
Someone messaged me today. Go for it, dude.
Well, I was just gonna say we were even like kind of anticipating
a wedding cover.
Yeah, like what someone would be. So we were kind of thinking around like couple ones, like wedding ones, and
I didn't say anything to you guys, but I figured you would kind of think about it. And if you noticed, all the comic gories or the couple gories for that night were like love related. You know what I mean? Like or related, you know? So we'll see. I'm gonna have to figure something out for this next week because I don't want to like I don't want to repeat the things we've done. But we're gonna definitely have some crazy twists in there, guys. So just be prepared, all right? Bueller is,
it's like the
sorry, it's that lag.
Bueller? Oh yeah, no. It's like the unexpected. You can try to plan for it as much as you can, but there's a reason they call it the unexpected.
Yeah.
Right.
So
I've had a couple contestants get ticked off, man. And like
really?
I kid you not, like a few of the guys in the community, and I won't say their names, but like you like afterwards so mad. And I'm like, guys, like we're not playing for keeps, okay? Like seriously, it's just for fun. But afterwards, they'll be like, I can't believe the freaking chat voted for this and that, and they're like, I should have won that one. I'm like, yeah, I would have voted for you too, but it's all about the chat, you know?
Yeah,
that's true.
And I'm cool with it, like because they're competitive. They're not being jerks. They're just super competitive, you know?
Yeah, I get it for sure. I mean, I used to be like that when I was younger and stuff. I mean, because like growing up, I used to play a lot of sports and stuff too. So
you got that competitive.
I was always super bad at one point, but
It was just still
not really
fun.
that much nowadays, but
It was a blast.
yeah,
It was a lot of fun.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I even just like trying to, I almost played just a little bit more against myself, just seeing if I can even find the book, that like fits it, or just a good book to come up with it, or almost just kind of
Yeah, man. I have a cool Lois Lane and Jimmy Olsen falling cover already. Nice. Yeah.
That was a good one.
I want to do like, there's going to be tons of specials we're going to try to do. Like right now, the specials in the works are the Big Dog special. And that's what we're calling the Comic Tom and the Gem Mint and all those guys, right? Bueller's the first one. Is like, dude, yeah, like I asked Bueller because I know him better than the other guys. And I'm like, hey, man, can you help me out? Like, can you get with Tom? Because I've messaged Tom a few times on Instagram, and he'll get back to me. It just takes him a long time because he's got a lot of people messaging him, But Bueller, like right away,
I'm sure.
Bueller talk all the time. So I'm like, hey, man, do you want to be on Comic Gories? Because you said you did before. And he's like, yeah, totally. I would love to do it. I'm like, all right, can you get Tom? He's like, yes, absolutely. So he's the one that worked all that magic, So, I mean, that's going to be really fun. We're going to have the big dogs on, and then we got our couple gories going. And you guys saw the list, the chat that we're on. Like, there are so many couples that I didn't even know about. And I'm like,
I know.
Whoa, these guys are like even related. I follow this person, but I never had them together,
Yeah.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, I was surprised by a lot of that too. I mean, there's like a few couples that I found before and stuff too, and I mean that we normally don't see like in people's chats and stuff, but they're comic people too. I mean, there's a few out there I found, but yeah, there's a lot I didn't know.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
We got couple gories, and then we're gonna do the international like version of Comic Gories. So we want to get like all the guys in like Gray Man and in Sweden and McD. Exactly, McD's gonna be on for sure. And like all the Australians, and I mean, so we're gonna try to get the international one going, and then they want to do an all ladies night. So we're going to try to get just a bunch of ladies with collections. So Fusha, you're going to have to come on and do it.
Yeah,
I'd be down.
A ladies night, so just lady against lady. And I even told my wife, I'm like, okay, it's ladies night. Like I shouldn't even be in the chat, and neither should John. Like we want it to be just the ladies night. So can you host it? She's like, heck no, I'm not hosting that. I was like, okay.
So close.
We'll figure something out, I'll put a wig on or something, But then, like, other than that, like, we want to do something where people, because a lot of people want to do it, but they're like, my collection's too big and too unorganized. So I'm thinking of doing like, okay, grab your keys in one short box. Put a short box together with everything you can think of, different colors, different comic gories, just put stuff in there. And then we're going to have you go, against 2-3 other people that have just a short box too, something like that. Right. Or, hey, Superman fans, let's have a Superman night. Everybody bring your Superman books and everything's going to be Superman related. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's cool too. I didn't think of that. Even, centering everything around a character or something.
That would be pretty cool. Yeah. It'd be a good way to go about it.
That's the thing. That's the thing with that show. Like you can, holy cow! Like
I know the whole week prior to it, I kept
so many different ways.
Yeah, the whole week prior to it, I kept turning to him. I was like, "Well, what do you think they would have? This comic gory or this one, or like a wedding one, or a couple even knowing you're going to be on it, you just kind of start to think throughout the week of like, okay, what comic gories is there going to be? Like, you try to pan it out, and I was not prepared for all the comic gories you had. I was like, I was not prepared. I thought I had a handle on this. Like, I have the collection all organized and put away, and then I'm like, I don't know what I would do for that book.
I know, because we had meant to put in our dividers and everything, and we didn't get around to it. And
Yeah. Oh, it's fun. I'm glad you guys came on and competed. I'm excited to see you on there again. I really forgot about Mainframe Comic Con, and I can't believe I did that because I'm going to be interviewing people on it. Like I'm going to be on panels and interviewing different people, and I'm like, how the heck did I forget? But so we'll push it to next Saturday, and it'll be another birthday gift for you to come on a second time.
Thank you so much. Like that's so
Yeah,
awesome.
it's fun.
Yeah.
So
I'm excited for
is
it.
that mainframe? Is it on like one channel thing, or is it kind of like?
So I know that the two main groups that are putting it together are the Comic Core, and then they got with Chuckload of Comics and asked him to help out and stuff, and he kind of like spearheaded it, right? So I know for sure those two channels will be hosting a lot of stuff. I also know that Mainframe now has its own YouTube channel.
Okay.
So we're probably gonna go to Mainframe and find most everything there. But there should be multiple panels going on at a time. You know, you're going to see stuff like LCS is selling books, artists drawing stuff and selling their art like live. You're going to see a ton of interviews from different content creators, artists, different people like in the industry. So I don't know. It's just there's going to be so much going on. I imagine there's going to be more than one channel like hosting everything. You know, but I need to go get that information.
Yeah, I'm stoked for it. I'm stoked to see how it turns out and everything. And honestly, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if you start seeing more stuff like it in the future.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Great, man. You could be Matt Dilda for the night.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, that would be great. That'd be so good.
That would be an affront to all females.
Oh my god.
Oh, that would be great. That would be just hilarious.
Oh god, I know. I forgot that we start a little later too. It's like was it like 9:30?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It is 9:30.
Yeah, I know. I'm used to like earlier in the day and stuff. Normally don't stream later at night.
Yeah, I still can't believe you got me this. Like, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Happy birthday.
This is so awesome.
I know. Yeah, for the people that were here at the beginning. Yeah, well, just to recap, and this is what you sent here. 9/8, of course. The AF-15 facsimile, the Spider-Man label.
Imagine I was rich enough to send you a real AF-15. 9.8. That'd be awesome.
That would be insane. Yeah, he's in love with that.
I love these facsimiles because, like I said, you know, just to see that book in that, you know, it's the only way you're gonna see it in that condition.
That's awesome.
At a 9.8.
Yeah, white pages.
White pages.
First, Ant-Man. I'll go ahead and show this one more time because I still can't believe I have this book. It was definitely on my 2020 list, and now it's here.
That condition too.
You outdid yourself with the condition on this book. It is gorgeous.
I mean,
so much.
Other than just that little ding up there, that one blemish, like it probably could have gotten like a 9.8, but you're probably, I don't know how much that little thing would mark it down, but I don't know, 9.4 or something at least, maybe.
It's still just a beautiful copy. Like, thank you so much. I can't believe it.
It's gorgeous.
It's one of my favorites. Definitely one of my favorites.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's one you've been hunting for a long time. Like, cause when we seen his second appearance, it was at our LCS on like the back wall behind the.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, his second.
And I was just like, well, there's
the ones.
Yeah, you probably.
I think his first appearance is like great. First appearance is Scott Lang.
Yeah, the Scott Lang first.
I think it's over here in this stack somewhere.
Cool.
I think.
Yeah, that was the first appearance of him as Ant-Man. So
yeah.
JoJo in the house.
Is it? No, that's.
Hey, JoJo.
Hey, JoJo. Yeah, we have a stack of them over here.
Ask, what is that stack over there? Is that?
They're most of the sentimental ones that were in the short box, but I took them out of the short box, and I don't exactly remember why. I was just like organizing them, but I know it's. Oh yeah, see, so we have the second one there, and Betty Page.
There's that was the second one.
Yeah, I remember seeing that. I do. I totally remember seeing you guys show that.
Yeah, that was.
Oh, you got to put them together. You're gonna have to put those together.
Yep.
That's awesome.
And there's this one.
Oh, cool.
Oh, and then that was the first Scott Lang.
Yeah, for Scott Lang. Yeah, they're just some of the sentimental books that we had, like your Michael Zach
Oh yeah,
Punisher books. Yeah.
yeah. Was this? Yeah, when we met Zach at our con.
I love that white signature, man.
I know. I love that he did that. That he did it in white, and he did it like in the perfect spot too. Really.
Yeah.
That cover. Like,
you know who got an exact copy like that recently? D-Runk Comics. He just posted a video, and he has that exact book with the white signature.
Ooh,
oh
nice.
hell yeah!
That's cool. I see the 47 and 48.
Yep.
Oh, let's see.
Have them both.
Yeah. That's awesome.
They look good next to each other too.
Hey,
we'll
great.
have to get a new back.
Yeah. And stick that one on the back.
You know what I noticed? That's crazy. So how his first is Ant-Man, how we said it's an April book. I noticed when you were showing the first Scott Lang Avengers, that one was a March book.
It is a March book.
Nice.
I don't know,
181 too.
It's 181,
we noticed that with a lot of first appearances. It's 181.
181.
Yeah, because there's the Hulk 181. Yeah. Then there's Batman 181 is Poison Ivy.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Avengers 181 is Scott Lang.
Yeah, first appearance is Scott Lang as Scott Lang, and then first appearance of Ant-Man, Scott Lang as Ant-Man.
That's so cool. That's a good little collection for your Ant-Man love right there.
Right?
Heck yeah.
Yeah, that's a Scott Lang like trifecta.
It is. It's all
Scott
three.
Lang hat trick.
It's all three put together.
Do you love those movies from the MCU?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
They're some of my favorites.
Yeah.
They're definitely like I really loved Thor Ragnarok, but even Ant-Man and Ant-Man and the Wasp are two of my favorite MCU movies.
Yeah,
like when we did the it was a list at like the beginning of the year of your favorite comic book movies or something like that. I had to put all the MCU movies in one. I can't choose between them all, but I really love the Ant-Man and Ant-Man and the Wasp movies.
Yeah, because like if we were to do like a top MCU, I'm sure yours would be Thor Ragnarok and the two Ant-Man movies.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
That's cool.
Yeah,
I love
and Doctor Strange.
Oh, Doctor Strange is so good. I did a review of Ant-Man and the Wasp, and it got hit. That's the only video I've ever done that's gotten hit from YouTube, and they took it down. And then the other day I was kind of looking through my videos, and it looks like it's back up. And I didn't do anything. I didn't fight it. I was like, whatever, it's old. Like, I don't care. But it's because you know how Morrissey is. Morrissey shows up in when the Mexican guy's talking about his grandma's restaurant, and she's like, "Oh, my grandma loves the Maz." You guys know Morrissey, right, from the Smiths and stuff? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So his music is playing, and so in my video, I showed like a Morrissey clip of that song, and that's what I got the hit for.
Oh wow!
But I don't know, like I just love it, like seeing them talk about Morrissey, who's like one of my favorite like artists ever. I was like, yeah, I love it better than one even more. And then at the end, when the snap happens and like he's in the quantum realm, I was like, oh, like it's so good.
Yeah,
so good.
Oh, I know.
He's like, hey guys, quit screwing around or getting in. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah, because when they were coming out, it was interesting because like how the Ant-Man was after Infinity War, you know, so after the snap. So you're kind of figuring out like where it is in the timeline, and then and I just had it when we saw it for the first time, I just had a feeling like they're gonna be gone, like.
Yeah, because the after credit clip at the end of that Ant-Man and the Wasp one was more of a troll, where it's like you get down to the after credit clip and it's the ant playing drums.
Yeah.
Pretending with the ankle monitor on.
That was the second one, huh?
Yeah. Whereas he has the ankle monitor on and he's just sitting there playing rock band with the
I know that one kind of bugged me in the theater. We wait for the after credits at the end of it, and it's just the amp playing the drums.
Yeah. It's like, what is this?
I'm like, no.
I'll tell you what, when we first saw Thanos,
No.
I don't remember which movie it was that he came out in at the end. But I seriously like scream out. I was like, oh my gosh, it's Thanos! And like everyone in the theater was like, who's that? I'm like, why are you kidding me right now? So all these people came up to me, they're like, who was that dude? I'm like, it's Thanos. People, like, you don't understand. Oh, I got so
yeah, I know, like you have no idea.
my mom reacted the same way. Yeah, she was like, it's Thanos, and she just freaked out. It was great. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I know. What one was that? It's I want to
think
say
it's the first.
I want
I
to say
think it's Avengers.
Is it the Avengers?
I think it is Avengers.
I think
It
it
is.
might be Avengers because like there's like the Shatari army, and then in that clip it's got like the Shatari like second in command or whatever, the guy that like Loki had been seen talking to, and reporting to Thanos, and that's what it seems. So I think it might be Avengers.
And I like that they ended up having Josh Brolin be Thanos by the time they actually had Thanos in the movies, because you see in the first clip that he's in, he looks
a lot different.
Yeah, he looks a little different. He still looked good, but definitely
I read
a little
something
different.
who actually did that was like a stuntman or something. He was like he was like one of the stunt performers or something for someone else or other. He was like a stand-in for that like motion capture or something. I think I read somewhere.
That's cool. Do you guys think we've seen the last of Thanos?
No. Because
Probably not.
supposedly there's all these rumors and stuff that Marvel really wants to bring him back.
I mean, he came back 1,000 times in the comic books. Why not in the movies, right?
And that's the same thing I told you not that long ago is I kind of hope that they do, because there's so many other awesome stories that we could see, especially now that they have like the Fantastic Four, right? So with Silver Surfer, so we could see all that stuff with the Silver Surfer and Thanos.
Oh, so good.
And that's what I really want to see. So
oh yeah,
there could be plenty more.
I was really disappointed at first when they started doing the Infinity story and they didn't have Silver Surfer or Adam Warlock in it, because I'm like, they are literally what made the story go. And Infinity Gauntlet's my favorite story of all time. So like, how can you do that without them? But they did so good. They really did.
Pulled it off.
They pulled it off.
Did, yeah.
And now we're gonna get them. I mean, for sure, we're gonna get Adam Warlock in Guardians of the Galaxy, and Silver Surfer eventually is gonna come in if they do the Fantastic Four good, you know. So I'm excited. I'm so excited. But I just don't think we'll ever be able to get to that big of a moment again in theater, you know. Like, I don't know if the MCU can even repeat that, because it was so fantastic and amazing.
I know. Yeah. Like, how can you top that, right? Like,
it's not going to be easy, but they did just a fantastic job over the span, and it's so good.
I mean, and I love the Avengers so much. Like, even after seeing it 10 times. Just that when he finally says Avengers Assemble, I still cry. Girl,
I went back and watched that movie
Infinity
so many times. Sorry, I keep cutting you off tonight. I'm such a jerk.
Oh no, yeah. No, you're good. You're good. No worries. I was gonna say, I remember the part in Infinity War when Thor comes down with his hammer. And he's like to the battle, and he sees, like, I just remember everybody in the theater like, you know, it just like
that was the big applause that the first time we saw it.
Yeah, because we did see it in theater twice that time.
Infinity War, I think we saw it twice, and then Endgame we saw 3 times, I think.
I think so, yeah. So like when he came down that first time, it was just like, yes, that's great.
The only reason they needed to make that more was because he was so OP at the end of Infinity War. Like, the fact that he used Stormbreaker to like cut through Thanos' power with the gauntlet. Like, if that same Thor showed up in Endgame, it's over. So they had to make him into Thor.
Bro Thor.
Yep.
Bro Thor is what they call it. Yeah.
Oh man. It's so good, like, reliving this with you guys. I'm totally watching these movies tomorrow.
I know. I haven't because we actually haven't watched Endgame for a little while, and I kind of want to see it again.
It's so good.
I saw it in the theater. I can't remember how many times, but I know more than 6 times. And I was like, I'm gonna go help this movie make it past that mark and beat the stinking Avatar movie. Okay.
Yeah. I know, that's how we were too. I was like, this movie has to do it. This has to be Avatar. Like
the one meme I saw that I couldn't believe it was Avatar, and it was as if they were destined, and Thanos just saying, "I hope they remember you."
That's right.
And it was like, oh my god, it's so good, so good.
I was so happy that it did that.
There was a video on YouTube that I came across just like a couple days ago, and it gave me goosebumps again, like if I was watching it for the first time. And it was, so it was a clip of the like Avengers Assemble from Endgame. It was a clip of that, but it was like from the theater, so it was someone filming in the theater. But it was supposedly like from the first showing ever of Endgame. So you see the crowd's reaction, the first showing ever of that moment. So it's like the crowd goes like bonkers, you know, and it was almost, like I said, it was almost like seeing it for the first time again.
You know, I made a I'm sorry, Fusha, go.
No, you're good. Go ahead.
I made a video where I said, okay, this is what I think is going to happen in the movie, and I posted it on YouTube. And I think I posted 6 things that I thought were going to happen, and all 6 of them happened. Like I felt like with all of my heart that they were going to like kill Thanos. I felt that they were going to go back in time. There's so many things that I'm like, okay, this has to happen. This has to happen. This has to happen. That the other day I went back and I kind of watched the video, and I'm like, hey man, that was pretty darn good, dude. He guessed it, man.
Yeah, because we actually saw it in game a couple days before her mom was able to go see it, but before Endgame came out, I had told your mom like everything that I wanted to see happen. So after we saw Endgame, when we were over there, I couldn't even say I was right on everything because that would have spoiled it for her. So I couldn't even say like you know, like everything happened, you know.
Yeah.
Because I was the same way. Like I was like, this has to happen. I hope this happens. And
well, then also my sister and brother-in-law had too. So we like went out back and we're talking. We're like, oh my god, and we're geeking out over it. And then we go back in and we're talking to my mom about it. You know, like spoiler free. And then by the time she went to go see it, she still really enjoyed it, but it didn't bring any tears to her eyes. Like me and my sister both thought it was going to bring tears to her eyes, and she's like, no.
I still call BS. I bet she cried. She had to. I know she did.
I think I cried more in that movie than I didn't cry. Like if you watched my experience, you could have seen me like bawling the whole movie, and then just like a few moments like this.
Probably the same way for me too. And then like the final the final when he finally says assemble, from then on to the very end, like I was a blubbering mess. Like
so good.
Dude, I love when you cry, dude. I love when you cry, man. Good to see it, bro. I'm serious, man. I tell you what, like Magic Lasso was like when Captain America got Thor's hammer. As soon as I saw it move, I just started bawling because I knew it was coming, and then all of a sudden he grabs it, and I was like, ah! Like it was so good. I got goosebumps all over me again.
I know, dude. I need
so
to. I know, and actually, Diamond Gallery recently released their Captain America with Mjolnir statue, and I need to get my hands on that damn thing. Like,
it's Captain America with Mjolnir. Yeah,
I've got a pop of him holding Mjolnir and his shield. It's so cool.
I do too. And what's crazy about it, our LCS like just gave it to me.
What?
We were at the register checking out, and I noticed it after we'd already been like rung up and everything. I was like, oh damn, look, that pop came out. And Dave, the owner's just like, here, and just threw it to me. And I was like, cool.
That's
No.
There's going to be a Tony Stark one coming out where he has the gauntlet on and he has the snap and he's on one knee. I was leaving work one day and my team coach that I have, she's like, "Oh, have you seen this?" And she's showing me the website and I'm like, "Okay, I have to show my husband." So like I had it pulled up on my phone. And, like the second I got in the car after getting off of work, I was like, "We're gonna have to pre-order this."
And
here's the Iron Man one.
I immediately messaged our LCS and it's like, because it's like glow in the dark and everything.
Yeah.
Hey, Barbarian. Thanks for joining.
One of the most beautiful things about what the MCU did was take Tony Stark from being a jerk playboy to the dude that like sacrifices for everybody. Do you know what I'm saying? Like his character arc was just phenomenal.
By far.
My goodness.
It really was. Yeah.
And it makes sense because... Sorry, go.
Well, no, I was going to say, yeah, if you look at it from Iron Man 1 all the way through, yeah. Especially with what Cap says in the first Avengers. Like, you're not the type, you're not the type of guy to lay down on the line, let the other guy crawl over you.
I'm going to start crying right now, dude. You got me super
I'm there too now. I know, on that note.
Dang, you got tears in my eyes, man. Come on. Yeah, it's so I made up my mind. I'm seriously gonna watch the entire MCU this like week now, this weekend and everything. Like I'm gonna have the kids sit down with me and we're just gonna put it on and so good. What's up, Count?
You know what? I had an interesting like thought too because you probably noticed how Perry's going through and watching the full MCU.
Yeah.
I wonder how it's interesting because he's going from a totally different way than we are. Because I mean, like he's going through it all, but we've been going through all of it for 10 years. Like we're over.
We had to wait,
now. But he's going through all of it in like I don't know a few months or something, a month or two, however long it's going to take. So I mean, these characters, I mean, they mean so much to us because we've been going 10, 11, 12 years with them. I mean, it's just interesting. I want to see how it'll Endgame affects him compared to the mess it turned me into.
There's this since you guys know like missionaries, there's a sister missionary that came to El Paso, and she's from Idaho. And when she got here, like she was really struggling. She wanted to go home, and so like we brought her in. And we're like, hey, we'll help you. We love you, and we became really good friends. And in the process, she was always at her house and she'd come into my comic office and see it. And she's like, that's so cool, but I've never watched any comic book movie before. And I was like, are you kidding me? You haven't seen Iron Man or Avengers? She's like, no, it doesn't like excite me at all. Like, it's not my thing. Like, I love princess movies and Disney movies. And I'm like, okay, I love those too. But like, you totally have to watch the Marvel movies. And so before she left, she moved around for the year and a half that she was on her mission, and then she came back to our area, and I started telling her about Endgame, and I'm like, you have to watch this movie, and it got her really excited. So fast forward 6 months, and just like the week before last, 2 weeks ago on Saturday night, she messaged me. She's like, Brother Gonzalez. And I'm like, what's up? And she's like, guess what? I'm like, what? She's like, I literally just watched all 20 MCU movies and I'm about to watch Endgame. And I couldn't do it without saying like, thank you so much for changing my life. And I'm like, no way. She flipped out. She watched all of them within 3 days. She's like, I get up and I put movies on and I'd go to bed like at 2 a.m. and then I'd wake up at 6 and start the next one. Like, she went hard. And then after the movie, after it's all over, she sends me a message on Facebook, like at 3 a.m. when she finished Endgame. And it's a video message. She's crying in her car. She's like, I can't believe he's dead. She was like, and I'm also crying because it's over. There's nothing else to watch ever again. Like, it was so great.
So good.
That's crazy though. Yeah, like to watch all those in like 3 days. Like I don't think even I could do that like that.
And I'm probably exaggerating, but it was something like 5 days, like 6 days. Like she just put it all together.
Yeah.
And that's crazy. Someone like who's normally not into that type of stuff, and that's, and like you were saying earlier, I mean, that's the thing they've been able to do with it, is bring a lot of people in that that normally wouldn't.
Yeah.
Really, usually like stuff like superhero comic book stuff. So.
Yeah. It was
brought
neat.
a lot more comic book things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It definitely brought a lot more comic book fans together.
Yeah. I mean, it definitely got me, like, it started pointing me back towards them for sure too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, when they started coming out, like when Iron Man came out, or even the X-Men, like X-Men 1 and X-Men 2, like my sisters would be like, "Oh, Matt, explain the story to me." And I'm like, "Okay, like let me tell you about it," But then like when the MCU started coming out with Iron Man, I was like, I really never read much Iron Man other than just a few times I read about him in the Avengers, like I need to read more. And then the thing that like I saw Thanos and I was already collecting again, but I'm like, oh my gosh, like I need to go like finish all the tie-ins, because I had the full Infinity Gauntlet, but it's only 6 books. I didn't have all the tie-ins and everything. And so I'm like, I need to go do that. And I mean, they sucked me back in. I can only imagine like everybody else,
Mm-hmm.
So,
So, yeah, because we actually do see people at the LCS a lot, and they'll talk. You could tell. I mean, they're talking about a movie or a show or something from a comic book, and they're asking about the comic to it. And,
yeah.
Right. Every once in a while, we get that one that comes in that doesn't usually go to the comic book store, and so like they say, "Oh yeah, it's my first time here. It's just I was looking for this," and it's happening a lot more often.
We see it a lot at our LCS, yeah. Almost every time we go, it seems like there's at least one person you could tell that's kind of like what's
starting the beginning of the fandom.
Yeah, there was like a mother and daughter, or it was like 2 sisters or something that they were both in there for their first time.
Yeah, it was really cool.
Yeah, I think they were looking for like Buffy Angel stuff, I think.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it was Buffy. And then there was a couple that was in there not too long ago where they were like looking for comic books that their dad was on the hunt for or something like that.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I remember them too.
I still can't believe you sent me this, man. I
know.
I have the first appearance of Scott Lang as Ant-Man.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so beautiful.
Area 51, what's going on?
Hey. I know I haven't been paying to the chat as much. My apologies.
I know. Yeah, sorry. I know. Honestly, we've just been like chatting and stuff. And almost
Punisher. Probably watched that movie 100 times if I've seen it once. Yeah.
It's weird. That Dolph Lundgren Punisher, I've never seen that one, but the Thomas Jane Punisher, I love that one. I've seen that one.
It's a good one.
A million times.
Yeah, I was pulling out my Infinity Gauntlet run that I started putting together because Kirk was saying like he needs these. But I think I saw that, like the Thanos quest. Oh my gosh, this story is so good. I don't know if you guys know, because I'm not sure like when you started following my channel, but I started YouTube by doing breakdowns of the Infinity Gauntlet. So like I would go issue by issue, so Silver Surfer 34, and I would talk about Silver Surfer 34 and Thanos' return, and his resurrection and stuff. And then I went into Thanos Quest, and I started going into more Silver Surfer and into the Infinity Gauntlet. And then I just stopped doing it because I got busy and things changed. But my little sister came over there today. She's like, "Your YouTube sucks now." And I'm like, "What?" Like straight up, she just tells me, right? She's like, you just do a whole bunch of unboxings and hanging out with your friend. But like for people like me who used to love listening to you tell like the different issues and break them down, she's like, you need to get back to that because I hate watching your show now. And I'm like, well, okay, I guess. So, but yeah, like I totally like this whole run. Oh my gosh, this is like, I told you like my brother-in-law that passed away. I told you guys about him. Yeah, right?
Oh, I think you did, yeah.
Yeah, so he's the one that brought like all these books and put them in my room and got me into comics when I was like 9 years old. But like this is one of the books that he dropped off, like and like
Oh,
that,
wow.
it was always one of my favorite. And 44, like that's from his collection, you know. So
Yeah, we actually picked that one up recently.
did you?
Mm.
Yeah, I love that one.
Oh, so good. So
Yeah,
good.
Comics on the Mind says Matt's YouTube origin story. Nice. If you want the full one, it's actually on our the January spotlight.
That's right.
Where you find out that you don't like
when we did
pizza.
that.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's just so crazy. I love pizza. It's the best.
Oh, I detest pizza. Yeah. But I don't detest people that eat pizza.
Well, that's good because I'm actually gonna go eat leftover pizza for dinner. So.
Hey, Area 51.
I'm not even sure.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I just hate pizza, and I always have since I was little. And that was fun show hanging out with you guys.
It was a lot of fun. It was a good show.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, speaking of that, actually, because we haven't done one for April, and we'll probably get back into do one for May.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to think of someone. We've had a lot of fun doing those too. Because, I mean, on that one we did with you, I mean, we got a lot of comments of. I can't remember who it was from. There was a comment though that was saying like that they learned a lot, you know, that they didn't know about both like us and you.
Yeah.
And that's what I like about doing it.
Yeah. It's the same way with McD. I remember when we were at the old house, the first time we ever had McD on, it turned into like a 3-hour stream, and we just like got
pushing on this one. We're almost at 2 hours on this.
I know we are.
Yeah. It's great. It's so awesome. I love doing these live shows.
Was that at the old house?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was still at the old house. It was before. It was like right before Endgame came out, so maybe it was here. It might have been here.
I don't know.
I remember.
No, it was probably before Endgame came out.
He's so easy to get along with. I love that dude so much. Like
I know,
anytime I hang out with him,
Same.
it's so much longer than I thought it would. You know.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, McD is just so awesome.
It's funny because I actually messaged when I was talking to him on Messenger earlier today. I was telling him the same thing.
Yeah, we got a stack of books that's going to him as soon as we can get it out to him. But he's our next AOK, so we got another one sent up ready to go to him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Great guys. I love the community. Like everyone just gets to know everyone else, and like Kurt and everyone in the chat. Like it's so awesome.
Oh yeah. It was Magic Lassos. Yeah, he said. I think that was my comment. It was YouTube done right. It was. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
Magic Lassos. Barbarian Kung Fu. So I got all the Infinity Gauntlet and all the tie-ins and crossovers, Infinity War and Infinity Crusade. Those are the second, third, and fourth runs that I put together when I got back into collecting. So in this box I've got War and Gauntlet, and then in my other box I've got Crusade. So those are fun. I've got World War Hulk. I've got all of the Knights. Oh my gosh, Nightfall. And all the preludes and after and stuff from when Bane breaks Batman's back. I've got all of Civil War.
Comic Head 84 on the episode of Comigories where it was a painful cover. I didn't agree with both painful covers that they showed, but then after the fact, Kenny pulls out. He's like, "I could have done this one." I'm like, "That would have been the one." It just is so, so good.
I know. That's like the.
Now I would be in pain too. So I was just showing my kids that earlier today too, and I'm like, check this cover out.
We have those. That's another Omni run. There's 3 Omnis, and it's like Nightfall, Night Quest, and I can't remember what the other one is.
Let me grab my.
But I was surprised that there was like 3 Omnis to it.
Mm-hmm.
That I need to read that too.
Hey, copy's back.
It might be like Night's End or.
Okay, I got it right.
I think it is Night's End.
I can't remember what it is.
Yeah, I think it's Night's End, but so this one is. Gotta find one with the name on it. That's because it's all the prelude stuff. So Nightfall, and then.
Because it was a pretty long story.
Night Quest next. That's such a cool cover, isn't it?
Oh, that is a beautiful cover.
90s, baby.
I love that.
And then Night Quest, Night's Quest, and then Night's End. Yeah.
Okay,
Night's
so it
End.
is Night's End.
Yeah.
Okay.
Night's End.
This
Yeah.
one has so many
Beautiful.
Catwoman books in it too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it did. Yeah,
Yeah.
because we do have a couple of those Catwoman ones from that. And I think we do have the one with him breaking his back on the cover.
Catwoman.
I know we have a few. There you
Love
go.
it. Such a good cover.
I know
I'm like 41 or 42 issues away from having the whole Banelet run, and it's
Are you
just
really?
like all right there. Yeah, I'm like halfway through.
I should have asked you because I found a whole bunch of them in the dollar bin, and afterwards I'll see which ones I have. Maybe if you need them, I'll send you those too.
Oh my god.
I'm seriously, I was just gonna sell them, so I might as well just give them to you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because she's literally because there's two like comic book shops in our area, and then one sort of comic book shop, but
I've picked them clean.
Yeah, she's picked them all clean of the Banelet Catwoman and most of the Grell Green Arrow too, right?
Most of, yeah.
I mean, I think there's still probably some you can get, but
a few, but yeah, I've picked them clean. Like the one that we go to all the time, Volts. They only have one Catwoman, and it's Night Quest, where she has the toxic can, and she's like running with it, but she's like also holding like the chemical waste or whatever it is. And that's like I think it's like issue 6 is what they've had there for like the longest time, and that's the only one they have left. And like every time we go, I'm double checking, and it's still just that one. I'm like, I already have that one. Yeah. But yeah, I've picked clean are both LCSs of Black Cats and Bolts. Every time I go, they only have the ones that I have. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have to start going online to get the rest of them.
That's a good question, Lad. So, what do you guys think is Catwoman's best and worst costume in her 80 years?
I love her Banelet, but I love her Banelet is so beautiful. If I was to ever cosplay Selena Kyle, I'd probably go with the Banelet purple suit. But
as a kid with hormones running through him in the 90s, seeing that Catwoman in purple, I was like, wow.
Yeah.
Such a good one.
For sure. I mean, honestly, it's kind of hard. I mean, the worst one, maybe, we had that old Silver Age Batman book when it was like the feline, when she had like what was it? Feline frenzy.
It was like a green suit. It was like a green jumpsuit. Or like a green cape.
No, not that one. I like her like Golden Age one.
Pfeiffer. Oh yeah, Michelle Pfeiffer. The
Pfeiffer,
leather latex, whatever.
I do like Joelle Jones' costume for her. I just don't like how she has like the weird spots.
Yeah,
missing.
I don't like that either. So you can see like where her armpits are.
Yeah. I like weird. Yeah. Joelle Jones, like where it's missing the armpits, it's just like you should have like done the opposite. To,
I like
have like
Joelle
the
Jones
shoulder.
when she put the Banelet suit back on though.
Yeah, that when Joelle Jones put the Banelet suit back on Selena Kyle, then that was like perfect. That was beautiful.
Joelle Jones can draw. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, I love her art. Her Lady Killer was so good too.
Yeah,
so good.
And I think she might be working on it again, and I really hope she is because
I think she might be
awesome. I love that book. Well, books. Yeah, there's the 2 volumes they've done.
Kavi wants to see your guys' presents again.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah, he probably.
Okay, yeah. So he outdid himself, Kavi. He's like right up there with you. He for my birthday sent me the first appearance of Scott Lang as Ant-Man.
Woo woo.
Beautiful book. Like it is just in such good condition. Like
if there wasn't for one flaw, it'd be a 9.8.
Yeah, just that one in that this corner.
Yeah,
it's so beautiful. Yeah. Such a good copy of Scott Lang as Ant-Man that completes this.
Yeah, the trifecta, right?
Yeah,
that completes my trifecta.
And this one, I knew he was sending, but I had no idea it was slabbed.
Yeah.
Facsimile.
I'm on it. Yeah.
With the label as well.
Yep.
I didn't even notice the back of it. The back label too.
Yeah. New York City.
It
Kavi
says,
knows
like,
that one well.
City.
Yeah.
Dang, I didn't even notice the back.
The Kavi label.
Yeah.
It would be. It would be. Oh.
Yeah, that's crazy. Because then, okay, so yeah, that's where they put like the note, like Jack Kirby cover.
With the spare.
Yes, right.
Okay, so that's where they put the notes and everything.
Yep, with the reader copy. Oh, it's so beautiful. I love it. It's so awesome.
Thanks, Kavi.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, thank you so much, dude. That's
Thank you so much. Like I still can't believe I have it.
For sure.
There's so, I love collecting comics and hunting and finding these books and then also getting gifted. It's like it's just the best. It's so incredible.
yeah.
Yeah.
And how fun it is hunting for other people's AOKs, AOKs as well. God, I can't.
Carol's gonna be coming up here soon. We're gonna get him. We got McD. We just need to send it out, and then we're gonna be putting together an AOK for Carol here soon. Yeah,
I don't know if he's in chat still, but we haven't even told him yet. But if he's still in chat, that would be
surprise.
Spoilers.
Right.
I don't know if he is still in chat. He could be.
I don't know.
Right.
That's awesome.
But we definitely want to get one out to him soon too.
Yeah.
It was really fun getting that one out to Duffy and Kachun. And then I also sent out my 700 follower giveaway on Instagram. California Blend got those safe, and so it was good. I ended up just going out and rebuying books I already had because I'm like, these are the books that are some of my favorite in my collection. I want to share them, but I can't get rid of them. I'm gonna go buy a new one. And then I was like, that's what I'll do, and it worked. So yeah.
I'm like you guys, like I said, when I started collecting again, it was because I watched Man of Steel, and then I went and got every issue for Death of Superman, Funeral for a Friend, the Return of Superman, and the Reign of the Superman. And then that got me thinking, okay, what are all the books that my brother-in-law gave me that I can never finish the stories because I couldn't go to the comic shop as much as a kid, but now I have the money to finish those. So that's when I went and did Infinity Gauntlet, Infinity Crusade, Infinity War. And then I just went to straight 90s. I have all the Doctor Strange 90s run, the X-Men run, the Spider-Man McFarlane run, the Silver Surfer run. Which other one? The Ghost Rider one. I just put them all together one issue at a time. And every once in a while I'll take them out and I'm like, man, they're taking so much space. But then I'm like, but man, I love them so much. You can't get rid of them. You know what I mean?
Barbarian said he'll be pissed. He's not a good gift receiver. Well, that's too bad.
Barbarian would know too. He sends in stuff all the time.
That's
even know.
It's the same thing that we've gotten to the point where there's no more room for us to put our books that we're like, okay, we have to expand our storage.
Yeah.
But it's we can't get rid of any of them because it's so great to collect them.
And because that's fun. What we're doing. We're working on a lot of full runs of some of the ones that actually you just said, some.
And it's even just going through them no, I can't get rid of this one. And it's just it's so, because each one tells a story and it's great.
Yeah.
There's a story inside the story.
Yep. When I started getting the Infinity Gauntlet and War, I went out and got the Silver Surfer. I bought it complete already because Infinity Gauntlet and Infinity War have so many Silver Surfer books in them that I was like, I'm just going to buy that whole thing and pluck it. So now I'm actually trying to fill in my Silver Surfer run so that it's complete now. Because all of those issues are in the Infinity Gauntlet and the Infinity War.
Yeah.
Doctor Strange is the same thing, but I went and filled those in already. So I have all of my Doctor Strange complete plus Infinity War and stuff. So it's fun. One book at a time.
One book at a time.
Exactly.
Indeed.
I know. I was in that spot recently because of my Deadpool. So his first series, his first ongoing series, I have the majority of it. The only one I don't have in the box is #1 because I have #1 slabbed, and I came across #1 raw at my LCS, which I've never seen. I've never came across it before because when I got it slabbed, I got it off eBay, because it's actually a somewhat hard to find book, but yeah, and I wrestled with getting it. Like I almost did, but it was I would rather just get some other books I got instead. But
I think it was a 20 prices.
Yeah, it was like $20. I think is what they were asking for, which is about normal for. I mean, it was like damn near mint. So, what are you doing?
There's a mystery box that I just bought, and there's a chance of me getting a Spawn 1 newsstand. And if I get it, I'm sending it to you, dude.
Oh my god.
Yeah, man. I literally, part of my decision making was like, personally, the Spawn 1 doesn't mean anything to me because I've never even read a Spawn book. But when I saw it, I'm like, okay, I'm going to go for this mystery box because if I win it, I know someone that would love that book. You know what I mean?
Right.
So if I get it, dude, it's yours, man. And then you can go get it signed. I'm trying to look
for real. I mean, yeah, Spawn number 1's like, what's that?
Sorry, go ahead, man. I'm just trying to look for a book that Gore Vidal was talking about because I absolutely love it. Here it is. Yeah. It's I don't know.
Yeah, Spawn number 1's like one of those books I'll buy every single time I find it.
Like that Catwoman book.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Did you guys read this one?
It's like, ever since I've gotten to know so many people in the community, when I'm out hunting or coming across books, I'll come across one where it's like this person.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I swear.
Did you guys read this one?
That one.
Wait, I would have to have that because I have that full run. That's from the Tom King run, right?
Yep. Yeah, this, if you haven't read the story.
On my to read, I think you could read.
Oh, we lost you. This story's so good, Gore. Put it there. We lost him, guys. Can you still see me, or am I lost too? Let me know, guys, in the chat if you're there. Oh, yeah, we totally lost him.
We're back.
Right.
Okay, there you are.
I think we did read that one, though.
Yeah?
That was weird.
You just completely booted us off.
Yeah,
I think we did. I think it was a while ago, though.
I remember picking this up, and I was waiting for my kids to get out of school, so I read it in the car. And then my kids get in the car, and I'm like,
yeah, it's making me want to.
Can you guys hear me or no? Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, it's like.
Oh, we're losing him again. No. And then there was one again, right? Hopefully they figure it out and come back. Let's see. Yeah, but Gore, you're totally right. This was super, super good. A story that if someone has not read and they are a Batman, Catwoman love affair, they should read it. Hey, guys.
Yes. We're back again.
No.
Our internet's acting up.
Yeah. See, it says
they must have to read it.
Yeah, read it. Like, if you haven't, read it. It's so good. So good.
But Brandon must be streaming from my house.
Magic lamp.
Right.
Oh my god.
All right, yeah, we'll probably have to wrap it up real quick or something because I think it's still kind of glitching in and out.
All right, brother.
I think it is.
All right, well, yeah, thank you everyone in chat. Huge thank you Matt, for everything.
By far, thank you so much.
Of course, guys.
For sure. But yeah, so we are planning our show Saturday still.
I think so. I think we might go on for a little bit on Saturday, but majority, I think we're going to be checking into Mainframe and watching those streams. But I mean, we might do a short little hey, hello, just so that we're staying consistent with the Saturday show around 4.
Yeah.
Smart.
All right. All right. Thank you, everyone, again in chat. We'll see you later.
Thanks for joining us.
Happy early birthday, Fusha.
Our internet is acting up. Thank you. Can't believe it. I can. It's my Spock Vogue. I'm so weird.
I know it's like taking longer to go off. I
don't know if it's.
You guys are gonna be
I don't
stuck
know
on
what's
your
going
life.
on.
I know our internet's never been this bad.
Something.
Live there. Bye, guys.